Coke Studio, Season 14.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Geek Dhaba. I hope you like that intro. And just like the intro says, we are going to be taking on Coke Studio Season 14. I'm joined here today by Yumna, and we have a selection of songs here, all from Season 14. And we're going to rank them. So, Yumna, Season 14, overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts, very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Even the songs that I didn't consider my favorite or as per my preference, I thought they were really well composed, really well produced. I enjoyed it. I honestly enjoyed every song. Almost every song. There's that one song that we'll get to that. But I did like the direction they went with this time. I felt like the overall Coke Studio has already been consistent in making good music. Every year, every season, there's always one song or two songs that I ended up personally liking and listening to again and again. This time I felt like almost every song was a banger. And I was like, oh, I like this song. And then I go to the next one and I'm like, oh, I like this song. So it's pretty much been like this for me this season. And they're doing a pretty good job. I hope for the day that Pakistan gets really recognized for its music, for our music through Coke Studio. And what was really heartwarming was that for most of the songs, in the videos, you would see lots of people from the Asian subcontinent, from India, from Bangladesh, and even from the US and Nepal, but especially from the Indians and the Bangladeshis, they were just commenting wild. They're like, oh, we love this music and we love Pakistan and amazing music, amazing artists. And it really warmed my heart to see other cultures appreciating our songs, And yeah, I can hope that this really does blow up. There are a couple of songs that I think were really viral worthy, that they should have been viral throughout the world for how good they were, how catchy they were. Mm-hmm. But hey, we still have hope. The season just ended, so who knows? Maybe it'll come up on TikTok somewhere and blow up from there. Let's see. What did you think?
Oh, I absolutely loved this. First off, the producer of this season, Zulfi, he did a fantastic job producing all of these tracks. I feel that these had a little more energy than previous Coke Studio songs. Those are nice as well, but this one had a little more bass, a little more energy. It was more youthful. One thing I also really liked was the visual element. These aren't just the sitting in the studio and doing nothing. There's always this visual thing that's happening. So even if you are watching it, if you don't watch it, that's cool because, they're songs. You're supposed to listen to them. But if you're watching it, you have something for your eyes as well to enjoy. One thing I disliked, and I don't know if this is a fault or if this is something that just is a byproduct, but the subtitles, especially the English translated subtitles, it totally ruins the meaning. I understand you cannot just translate the words and expect them to flow the same way. But then once you start adding philosophy in there, philosophy that doesn't even match, you're just bro, what's going on here? He's saying something else. The first vocal song, Tujhum, there's this Tujhum is translated as transcend in the whatever. I don't know what it is at this point. I'm just that's not what it means. I mean, that's probably what it means, but that's not what it means. And it just, it really kills the vibe of some of these songs.
Even in Meher.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of,
when he says
exactly. We'll get to that, as we get along. And well, the title of our very first listing in this, Shuru Kare.
Yep.
Okay, so Shuru Kare is a pure instrumental by Rivalio. Pure instrumental, no vocals. I don't know if we should rate this, but I personally did like it. I think this is something that is This song you can easily use for TikTok. Like if you're gonna showcase Pakistan's beauty, mountains, whatever, you have this as a background track. Fantastic. People will love whatever video you make. You want to rate this one, or do we skip?
I think we skip. It'd
All
be
right.
too easy.
It would be too easy, but let's just say for me it's an A. Like there's no vocals. Can't really go higher than that. But it's a
I think it's an
fantastic
A.
instrument. We skip that one. All right. We move on to the season opener, which isn't part of the episode format that they usually follow. It's a little out of that, but it's titled as a season opener. Tu Jhoom. Yamna? Give me your
What
thoughts.
a best way to open the season, to be honest with you.
Very, very much so. Like such a
We get
fantastic
clashes.
opener.
Abba, Parveen, and Nasiba was just doing their thing, and it was beautiful. Even the video was beautiful to watch. And I mean, they're legends. We can't really say much. I mean, we're just like reiterating what everyone has said about them before. For me, this was like an S rank.
Oh, this is definitely an S rank for me as well. And one thing I really liked about it is that they put two people who you wouldn't expect to vibe together, and you put them in the same place, and they vibed beautifully. Yeah. So this one's an S, right?
Yes.
All right. This one goes S. Now, next up, we have Kanayati. Your thoughts, please?
You remember my reaction, right? Like when I heard the song, what I told you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Kanayati was a masterpiece. The music composition was crisp. The production was exquisite. Everyone's parts, Kaifi's part, Eva B's parts, Abdul Wahab's parts, they were beautiful. I loved it. I love how it felt like Kosuri was really experimenting with hyper pop this year. In a really like I loved it, and it was done so well. And this may be one of my top favorites of the season.
Same.
Just loved it.
Yes. Yes. I really like this song, even though I don't speak Balochi, but I really liked the flow of the song. The sound, it felt Balochi. Like, you could tell like and I absolutely, okay, so let's get one thing out of the way, but I don't like Pakistani rap. Okay? And the rap parts of the song that will come up ahead, I will be very against those. But Eva B's rapping in this, I enjoy, first off, because there's a flow. And second of all, props to her, she has her whole niqab thing and she's still rapping. She hasn't let culture hold her back. So that's props to her. Like, wow, you go, girl. You do you. I have this as an S. This is, I'm not going to say my favorite, but this is tied with another song for my favorite. Like, that's it. This is one of my favorites, one of the two favorites that I have, like for the top number one spot. So S.
S.
And now we have Sajan Dasna, which is a interesting track because Atif Aslam sings Punjabi in this one. Now, personally, I'm not fond of his Punjabi singing. I prefer him in Urdu. I feel that his Urdu songs have a little more energy. I don't know what the word is. Your thoughts, Yamna?
I mean, the overall vibe of the song was kind of mellow. You could tell. Even Momina's voice is very powerful. She has a very powerful voice.
Yeah.
And I think they both were into a kind of mellow vibe. And I don't know about you, but like for me, this was the first time I heard Atif rap. There was a little rap bridge, and I was like, okay, this man can do a lot of things, and now he can rap. He did a good job rapping. Like, if I'm being honest with you, like the pace was there, the speed was there, and I wasn't fond of the lyrics, but he was doing a good job. So, it's not a favorite of mine. I'm not very partial to it. I would give this like maybe an A or a B.
Same, I think. I feel that is a very fair score. Now you make the decision, is it an A or is it an B? Because for me, it's like a sort of, it's a B plus and A minus. It's like it falls in that range.
So I think I will give it a high B,
All
low
right.
A, high B.
All right, let's put in the B then.
Mhm.
All right, now comes the last song of episode 1. Mehram.
Mehram,
Yes.
which is with by Asuri Hassan and Aruj Aftab.
Yes.
And Aruj Aftab was also one of the, I think, the first Pakistani female artist to be Grammy nominated.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm. That's
And
interesting.
it was a very nice song. I felt like they went with the dark pop Desi roots
Lana Del Rey.
composition over here.
Lana Del Rey.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. Lana Del Rey is like too dark pop, but I feel like they were like bridging, like going there. The bridge of the song when when their voices started like molding together, like and it reminded me of Taylor Swift's Exile.
Mm-hmm.
The bridge of that song too.
Yeah.
It was very like similar flow. I mean, even though the music is very different and everything, similar flow.
Mm-hmm.
I quite like this song. I liked their voices. I liked the lyrics. I liked everything. It was a good song. I mean, I would have to give it like an A or an S, maybe an A.
I found this song excruciatingly painful, but it was such a good song. Like the lyrics is just like, oh, so painful. Like it disturbed me. It's a good song, okay, but the meaning of it, the whole vibe, the melancholy, it's just so it rips me apart.
It's weird, isn't it? You don't really feel completely sad listening to this song. You just feel numb. Or like it's a really weird place between like it's like you're approaching sadness, but you're not really there yet. Or like you've been sad and now you're in the accepting side of sad, like where you're bridging from sadness to accepting the reasons why. I mean, I felt like this is one of those songs that like you cry with. It's one of those songs you maybe either heal with or go into crying with. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know what I'm saying here. But it is one of okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to give this an S. I'm so sorry.
Really?
Really? I might have to give it an S because like I said, this season made me like it's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's difficult, but I love the whole vibe of the song. And props to Asfar and Zulfi for producing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, no. Maybe not an S, because I think I might give the other songs in the future S. So
all right.
I'm gonna have to be really picky with my S's here. I'm gonna have to give it an A. It's an A.
All right, fair enough. This is an A from my side as well. I feel that A is a very decent score to give this painful song, especially for married people. But
I don't even think it's about a marriage thing. But they really messed up the lyrics, so we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
When he says "Tu mehram na rehna,"
yeah, the English
in English is like once mine, you're now gone forever, and I'm like, girl, that's not what they're trying to say here. But okay, I mean, how could you just define mehram in English anyway? Like your protector, your guardian.
No, it's more than that. It's a deeper, like there's no way to actually do it. And this is where if the international people react to this song, they will never understand the gravity of those words.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's a very haunting
It is haunting
melody.
Haunting song, yes, definitely.
Very well written. The lyrics are very well written. Props to the people.
Definitely. Moving on, we have Nire Nire Vas. Now, I'm gonna tell you this as well. The amount of hate I have for the Pakistani rap in this season, I have that much love for the Punjabi pop. Because I absolutely, like every like pure Punjabi song in here, I have loved. It blows me away. Like for me, this is straight up S. Without hesitation.
Oh, interesting.
Give me your input and then I'll tell you something funny.
it was an enjoyable song to hear. I mean, I did not find it disappointing. I didn't find myself not liking it. I would guess I liked it a bit more than I liked Sajan Dasna. For me, it's probably going to be like a B.
Really? Really?
Yes. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
No, I'm not mad. It's just interesting. I guess for me, it's like because I'm more Punjabi than you are.
Probably.
Like you're like a 0 in the Punjabi, and I'm like somewhere in the high 60s.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, also one question I have, like because I didn't have to use the lyrics, I didn't have to read the lyrics for this to understand it. As a non-Punjabi speaking person, how did you enjoy the Punjabi songs this season?
I enjoyed them a lot.
Dude,
I enjoyed Kanayati and like
Thagiyan. Like Thagiyan is like heavy Punjabi. Thagiyan and Nire Nire Bas, I believe. Right?
Yes. But the thing is that so with Punjabi, some words have become familiar to me. I wouldn't say completely familiar. I know the language. But I get an idea of what's being talked about or sung about if someone is speaking in Punjabi, like a vague idea. When I heard Kanayati, I'd understand a word. But then like obviously like I went through the lyrics once, and it's just like any other song you would hear. Like if you like French music, if you like Japanese music, K-pop, like sometimes the music is what catches you, and then you understand the lyrics and you go like, okay, this is what they mean, and then you end up singing Punjabi without knowing what you're singing, or like or Kanayati. But I did enjoy it because again, like it's really hard to appeal to an audience when they don't even know the lyrics they're singing, the words you're singing, and that's why I really enjoyed this season, because some of the best songs that I liked were not even languages that I was really comfortable or familiar with. And Nire Vas was really good in terms of music. Even the style was really good.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to give it a B. I mean, I have to put my B somewhere.
All right. So that's an S from me, a B from you. That puts it as an A. We average it out. Fair enough?
Yes.
All right. Next, we have we have Asuri. Now, this is trending worldwide, and very rightfully so. Yamna, give me your thoughts.
So, when I heard Basuri, and I actually heard about it through some articles, it's being viral. It's a viral sensation. I heard it once, and I didn't take to it that much. I was like, okay. When I heard Kanayati the very first time, like I remember I had goosebumps like up my arms. I remember texting you, telling you, Mubarak, I have goosebumps right now. This song is amazing. With Basuri, it took me like at least a couple of tries, but I don't regret, because I imagine that the way I feel about the song right now, I would have regretted not listening to it before, or taking it like like trying, because sometimes some songs don't vibe with you, like depending on your mood or depending on where you're at. And when I finally sat down calmly and heard the song, I appreciated it for what it was. And it was a really good song. And I looked into the lyrics as well, because before, like, I was hearing the song without the lyrics, and when I heard the lyrics, I understood them to an extent. I quite liked it. It was quite nice. Also, like, this video may be the most quirky of them all.
Possibly.
In terms of the makeup themes of some of the characters, and I like the quirkiness of it. I mean, one of the guys had like Euphoria makeup, like those rhinestones, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I liked it. I liked both their voices. I liked Ali and Shay's voices. Do we have to really sing to you guys why the song is good? You guys already know. Most of you are probably like standing the song really hard right now. This is directly an S.
Definitely an S for me as well. So I want to link a meme video. I don't know if I can put it in the video somewhere, but I'm going to try to put it in the comments. Be sure to check that out. Yeah, I had a good laugh. I want you guys to have a good laugh as well. This is an S from the both of us, right? This goes an S. Next up, we have Ye Dunya.
Ye Duniya.
A song that I do not particularly like. I'm sorry, but the rap part. Okay, maybe the rock part as well. Like, I'm not a metalhead. I was never a rock or metalhead. Like, that's not my vibe. I mean, I appreciate it, but it's not for me. And then, like, you add the Pakistani rap in this, I'm just like, what's that? But you have a minute to convince me. Go.
Okay, so I remember like roughly 2 years ago, I was speaking to one of my friends, and they were telling me that I should check out Karakoram if I want to go into like Pakistani rock music, because I have had my rock phases, I've had my metal phases. I'm always going to be one of those at heart. And I heard one of their songs back then, and I remember liking it on YouTube and getting back to it at some point because, you know, like I wanted to listen to them in a completely like discovery mood of them. And that's when they had that's when I had my first impression of them, and I was so proud that there's someone like in Pakistan who is making music like this, who's making rock music and doing justice to it. It's like, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of rock heads out there, and I'm sure like they're all doing their best, but the way like the guy's voice and the guitar style just resonated with me right then. I remember. So when Ye Duniya came up and I saw Karakoram there, I'm like, yeah, okay, like I have to listen to this right now. And just like you, I'm very skeptical about Pakistani rap because I tried to get into like Pakistani rap music a couple of years ago, and I was just not really a fan. I was like, okay, like I appreciate their creativity. It's a preference thing. It's not that they're bad. It's just like a preference thing. I appreciate your creativity. I appreciate what you're doing out there, but just something I didn't vibe with. But the lyrics were very, very, very well written. At least Alhanjam's parts were, I can't fault them. Like every line of his part was just amazing. He spoke about pain. He spoke about loss. He spoke about acceptance. He spoke about how everything burned down and how he just hopes that he's like they'll at least he wouldn't have to like beg anyone. And how he thinks that okay, everything probably did happen for the best, but even if I don't have anyone, I have my Lord. And just the music style, his voice, I don't think anyone else could have done it justice the way Talha did. And I quite enjoyed it. Faris's part, like the initial few sentences were like, okay. But then he was building up to something. And I have to say, like, Faris is a very talented rapper. Like, his style, his voice is pretty good. I think his just lyrics are a bit, like, we'll discuss this in Mozif Sarif as well when it comes up. Similar to there, what I had. Maybe it's a preference thing. But yeah, overall, I did enjoy it. I did. And I think I remember telling you that there's a song, an English song that's coming in the back of my head, but I still haven't figured it out. So every time I hear the song, like my brain reminds me, okay, there's another song you heard where someone sings just like this, and it just won't click. So it hasn't clicked, guys. So please pray for me because I can't take this anymore. If anything, this song should be known worldwide. This song should. It should. The music, the rock music, the guitar, the rapping, it's perfect. It's a perfect anthem. It's a perfect harmony of all three of them coming together, and the way they were singing. I don't know, like I can't express to you guys how much of a masterpiece I thought the song was. And if I just want the song to blow up, and it's very blow up worthy. It is. I never thought that I would end up like enjoying Pakistani rock. And I am. I actually am. I mean, EP was like I think my only initial experience of enjoying Pakistani rock to some extent. But this is something else. This is hardcore almost, and I quite enjoyed it. And I want more songs like these. So Coke Studio, Wale producers or whatever, you guys are watching this, please make more music like this. I would so appreciate it. So yeah, down to you. Back to you.
What score would you give this?
Mubarak, like I literally spoke about this song for like what 7 minutes. I mean, what do you think my score is gonna be for this?
Probably a B, mid B somewhere.
This might be my favorite song of the entire season.
Wow. Coincidentally, this is Suhaib's favorite song. He's like a metalhead, like a rock metalhead. Like, so he loved the song. For him, it's an S. For you, it's an S as well?
Yeah.
For me, it's a B, but that's two S's. This goes in
Wait,
S.
wait. Did you give it a B or a D?
A B. B for ball.
Okay. I would have thrown hands right now. I would have, bro.
You would have, huh? You. Like we could make that happen. I could put it in D right now.
Oh my God, bro! Don't you dare! I'm gonna call to him right now. I have my phone right here. I'm gonna tell him what you're doing.
Okay. Now you get an S for Ye Dunia. What about this next absolutely banger EDM track that we have? Piche Hat. I feel that this is one of the best songs of this season. It is full of energy. It is banging. It is a good song. I don't understand why people do not like it.
Okay, so I don't hate this song. And like most people aren't really into the EDM scene. Most of them are not, Okay. And there's many reasons for it. It's either because they really value actual instruments being used, or they just don't enjoy the sound of electronic music. They just enjoy the sound. Like it's different opinions. But I have been in the EDM music thing for the past few years now. And there's also an EDM rock genre too, but I'll get into that at some other video.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found out that there was one EDM based song, I was like, oh my God, yes. And Coke Studio, amazingly enough, thank you again for the vibe you're going with this season. Hassan Rahim, I think, and Justin Bieber.
Yes.
And Taral Qureshi.
Mm-hmm.
Hassan Rahim is, I think, an up-and-coming artist, and he's a good songwriter. He has a creative thing in him. Like, even if I don't really enjoy his music, I can appreciate the talent he is, and he is very talented.
Yeah.
I did enjoy a couple of his tracks. So what I liked how this was EDM and Desi at the same time.
Yeah.
Like very EDM and very Desi. I quite enjoyed it. And you can actually imagine the song being played in restaurants over here, or where they have the whole scenes going on. Instead of playing Alan Walker, please, I want all of the malls to stop playing Alan Walker's songs now. Please, for the love of God, I'm tired of hearing Faded again and again and again. Please play Piche Hat. Do it. This song definitely did pave the way for Pakistani EDM.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I can't read it. I mean, I wish they were more creative with it, but you gotta start somewhere. In terms of production, it was a very generic track that was being used. You had your basic trap thing going on, and that's fine. It's okay. I mean, everyone uses it. Many people do use it, but
I think I don't know if it's a sample or if they were inspired, but this is very much Kanye West's Fade. The bass line is almost identical. I feel that there's some kind of inspiration from there, if not a direct sample.
This bass line is a very basic bass line. Kanye's song is talking about
basic, yeah.
First one to use it. So if people are hating this song because they think it's a ripoff, please don't hate it because it's a ripoff. Please hate it because for your own reasons. I mean, many people I think it got initial hate because of how it sounded like other songs. Yes, the bass line is very generic. But many other music producers have used various bass lines from other songs for their tracks. So it's not a new thing. If anything, I like the vision they were going for, and it may not be an S for me, but it might be a high B or a low A, somewhere in between.
This is an S. I really love the song. Usually, here's the thing. I'm not particularly fond of Hassan Rahim's songs, his solo songs. They're all right, but I feel like he doesn't enunciate his words properly. In this one, it's very, very clear how he enunciates his words and his lyrical ability. From what I've heard, he's also written the parts for Justin Bieber's. So that was interesting. So he's written basically the whole song. And Talal Qureshi.
He is a very talented songwriter.
Yeah.
I have to give props to him. If you listen to this song, it's right there. He's a really good songwriter. And Desi EDM. This is your first Desi EDM song. I mean, at least one that I've heard. And I am proud of it, even if I don't really love it, even if I had better expectations from Hassan Rahim and this whole ensemble here. It's good enough, and I enjoyed it. So a high B for me.
High B still? Okay, no worries. But here's the thing about his lyrics, and I'm going to quote him directly. Wazn rakhte alfaz, yehi to kamal hai. Like, that is like the lyric that got me. And especially the way he's written the entire song. I have to salute that. For me, this is an S. And this is definitely my top 5 favorite songs, but not my favorite. But I really love this track. For me, it's an S. For you, it's a B. That goes in A. Okay, fair enough. Now, next up, we have Muazzez Sarif, which Sean Paul, he looks like Sean Paul, you have to admit. He looks like Sean Paul in this video.
I mean, if he was a little more tan, I would say yes.
Because he has the hairstyle, the beard side, the glasses.
He looked more like he was in Men in Black, okay? But oh my gosh, Muazzez Sarif. Misha.
The Misha parts of the song were fine. I actually enjoyed that. The Faris part.
Her voice is like powerful. Like, oh my gosh, he's shown. And look, like, Faris is a very good rapper. I mean, like you said in the song, Faris like a virus.
It is a virus.
I mean, I'm not saying in terms of his lyrical ability, in terms of his rapping ability. He is a good rapper.
Okay.
You have to admit, like in Ye Duniya, for some really weird reason, I got Mike Shinoda vibes in Ye Duniya when he was singing in English. You do get those vibes, like Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park. Mm-hmm. So he is a good rapper. He has a really heavy set voice, which is perfect for rapping. People seem to really enjoy this song. And I think overall, I did have one phase where I was listening to the song on repeat, and I don't know what I was listening to it for, but I think it was, again, the music production. Mm-hmm. It was, again, Misha's parts. Like, you know how sometimes you hear songs and you want to get to the chorus or the bridge because you know how amazing they are? Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed it. I overall did enjoy it. I won't say it's a poor song. I won't say it's a terrible song. Just because the lyrics didn't really vibe with me. Like, I couldn't relate to them doesn't mean I can, like, say that, oh, I hate the song. Because if I have to, I can't really fault it for where it's at. I think it's a good production. It's between both siblings. Props to them, a sibling duo. And they did a pretty goddamn good job. I mean, I would have to give this song a high B again. No, an A. I have to give it an A.
No, I think high B was good. Because I have it as a low B. Like, I wouldn't give this a C. No, it doesn't deserve a C. It's a decent song, but it doesn't vibe with me. Like, especially Pakistani rap. It's like, yeah. So what do we do with this? We put it in a B?
We'll give it a B. Yeah, it's a straight B.
All right. Next up, we have the only solo in this entire season, Beparwa.
You go first.
It's a nice song. It's sweet. I liked how this visually was very different from all the other ones we had so far, where this one's in the forest and, you know, you don't have that much of a studio element. Like you know what I mean, right? It's very different. Like they just like, yeah, we have a solo, let's just make it totally different. And I like the song. It's nice, it's sweet. Is it like really fantastic? Probably not, but it's a nice song. A few time listen, not more than that. This is not something that I would put on repeat over and over and over again. Like with the current, like the songs that we have, most of them, except for like I switch Piche Hut with Ye Duniya and I'd have these on repeat all the time. But yeah. What about you?
Yeah, and same feeling. I love Bobina's voice. It's very nice. Good lyrics too. You get the meaning behind the song, but objectively speaking, yes, it's a very well crafted song. Very good music. It's not something I related to personally, and that's okay. Like most of the songs I didn't relate to personally. but I get the message over here of the song, and it's a very nice message. It's a very different theme, and not much I can say about it except like good job, I guess.
Yeah.
I won't say it's a C. I won't give it a C.
You wouldn't give it a C?
I wouldn't give it a C. It's not C worthy.
Okay. What would you give it? Okay. Fair enough. I feel that a very high B would suffice for this song. So that's a B. B for Beparwa?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Now we have smiling.
Possibly my favorite song of this entire season. Tied only with Kanayati. We have Thagiya. And two things I have to say right here. This felt like Coke Studio. Like you could feel the Qawwali style, and it's like you could like if I just gave you this track randomly and I'm like, what do you think? You'd be like, yeah, this is Coke Studio. Like, even if you didn't know, it's like vintage. Exactly. Like they've gone back to their original form, right? Their original vibe. I feel that this encapsulates that quite nicely. And number two, I like the depth and the like whoever I told this song title to, they'd ask me again if that's exactly what I said, because it's a very interesting song title. Thagiya, trickery, it's just like, and then people ask me like, is that what that is? And I'm like, yeah, that is what that is. And it's interesting. I know this is maybe too heavy a Punjabi song for non-Punjabi speaking people, but I feel like for a Punjabi song, this was fantastic.
I mean, you're right about the vintage Coke Studio part, because when this song started playing, I'm like, oh yes, this is like all those other songs that I've heard that I did enjoy. You get a very Coke Studio traditional feel to it.
Traditional, exactly.
Very traditional, and I enjoyed it. I loved, like, I like the moment I saw Kurtal and Baloch. Like, I'm not familiar with Zain and Zohaib, but I'm very familiar with her. I love her voice. Amazing. And I like, just like Asuri, I wasn't taken by it in the first couple of listens. Because I was like, oh, I've heard this before. What's different about the song? Like same thing going on over here, same direction, same vibe. Okay, nothing like, since we got so many new and fresh, like unconventional songs this season, this was a good, relaxing, like steady like direction, I'm guessing. So that's why I wasn't really taken by it the first couple listens. But in my third or fourth listen, I did get into it, and yes, I did like it. I didn't enjoy it as much as you did, but I did like it. So I would probably have to give it an A. You're gonna give it an S.
I have it as an S.
It's like a very high A, low S. So I could even move it to an S maybe. I think I'm gonna stick with the A though.
Well, we can't put it halfway. We gotta decide.
Okay, S though, because this is kind of like after the fourth or fifth listen. I mean, I did have this point where I was like, yeah, okay, this is S worthy.
All right, fair enough. That goes in S. Now we have an interesting song. Why are you laughing?
This is one. Why did you?
All right, we have Go. And on my first listen, I'm like, yeah, I'm going. Because the English threw me off. I'm like, what is going on? And no offense to this dude, but it felt like he was in One Direction.
Oh, come on.
No, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, but the way he said it. Like if he was in One Direction, I wouldn't have batted an eye. I would like, yeah, that makes sense. He's in One Direction. But this took me a few listens to get into. Like, especially because that had a banging instrumental. Like, the instrumental was the most fantastic. Like, I feel like in this entire season, this is possibly the most fantastic instrumental they had. And Atif Aslam sings in Urdu in this one. So I like it even more. And then this English part is like, at first it was weird, but then I'm like, you know what? It makes sense. Like you've taken an experimental season so far, right? It makes sense that you switch up the languages. You have, and he's done good, quite good in English. So there's no, nothing against him. It's just like the first time I listened, I'm like, I'm gone. What did you think?
Okay, so this might be the most hyper poppy song of the season. The funny thing is, I didn't watch the video the first time I heard this song. Because generally I like to listen to the song before watching the video so I can have my own picture of what the song is to me before I get the forward with visual interpretation of the song. So when I was listening to it without the video, I honestly did think of rain. This is one of those songs where like it's raining, the pitter-patter of rain, and you're like just jamming or like bobbing or like listening to the song. So when I watched the video, I just loved the way they designed the set with the clouds in the background. I was like, yeah, that really does give you that vibe. The music is excellent. It's beautiful. Like the music is just amazing. The violin, the scoring, everything is going on. I did like the fusion. I did like the Desi English fusion of the song. It was, and the thing is, it did not feel out of place. It felt like it was going, like it was
definitely.
So it wasn't just like random कोई अंग्रेजी झाड़ रहा है और कोई दूसरा बंदा फिर उर्दू chorus बीच में फेंक रहा है. It didn't feel out of place. It felt very smooth. Abdullah Siddiqui is definitely very talented. He, you could tell, like I could just tell this guy was very talented. And I think I heard a couple of his songs like a couple of months ago. And I remember like marking his name in my head that, okay, this guy is good. I'm gonna have to look into him. It's a nice song. It's like I think about love and hope and moving forward. And the last part, like the last part of the song was like just very uplifting. I loved it. It's like you could feel the song coming to life. That's how it felt to me, at least. And I loved Atif Aslam's parts in here. I loved the collaboration. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to give it an S.
Okay. I have this as an A. It's a nice song. It's quite good. Maybe not an S, maybe not yet. Also, this song, sadly, and not to get political here, but reminds me of Go Nawaz Go. So it's like whenever I look at the title, it takes me out of it. So, yeah. So you want to put this as an S? Is that a high S or a low S?
It's a high S.
I have this as a high A. So put this in an S.
I can give it a low S too. I mean, low S is also decent.
But then we go back to the S versus A debate. You put Thagia in S, the least I can do is put Go in S for you.
Thank you.
And now we have the final song of this entire season, Phir Milenge, aptly titled. But here's the thing, I definitely don't want to meet these guys again. I feel that this is the worst song of this entire season. The flow is messy. The youngster's rap is messy. He is speaking. He is not rapping. He is just speaking that, okay, now this is where we're going to fight. Okay, I'm going to end this video with this fight. I did not like the song. For me, straight up D. And like you can convince me all you want. Yeah, D for Dubara.
My goodness,
I don't want to meet these guys again.
You want to fight with me? Okay. You want to fight on a weekday, no less. Okay. Before I fight with you, I'm going to talk about how I felt about this song. So, Faisal Kabadia and Gangsters. The song started and Faisal's very haunting voice came out. He started with the very haunting lyrics, and I'm like, okay, I am getting into it now. The music is also very good. It's your Desi orchestral violin score, bro. Like you can't really fault the music there. It's very well done. I also did like the rap parts. I mean, usually when it comes to Pakistani rap, they want you to capture the essence of what they were thinking or feeling when they wrote those songs.
Right.
And Hanjo was in Ye Dunya, and those lyrics were probably the best. Very, very well written. Every line was very relatable. He had a lot of deep things, sentiments in that part of that song. In this one as well, like Faisal's parts of the lyrics and their parts of the lyrics were very well balanced. It wasn't like like the bridge, the choruses, the starting, their parts, they all seemed in flow, like they were all telling the same story, just in their own versions of it. I think this song talks about loss and accepting that that person is gone. Like how much that person probably caused them a lot of pain and how they kept up with it, they put up with it. Like, and I mean, it was very well written as a song. You have to admit it was very well written. Stop taking that face. Tell me, do you not think it was very well written?
No. I feel that the flow of this song, the extremities of the song take me out of the thing. Like it's very it doesn't vibe with me at all. Like the singing parts are singing and then the rap parts are talking. It just doesn't flow together. It's like putting ketchup on your fruit salad. Or aloo in your biryani. I don't know what you Karachi people are up to nowadays.
We like aloo with biryani.
Yeah, that's why I don't like aloo in biryani. It's not supposed to go there.
Oh my god, this man. You're gonna break my heart. But no, I don't think they were talking. I am just like you. I'm very skeptical of rap. I am a very skeptical person when it comes to the rap genre. And then you bring in Desi rap, and I'm much more skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say that they were really good lyrics.
No, good lyrics, sure. But is it good flow? Nah. Like I feel that.
What's wrong with the flow? You got singing.
It was talking. I am saying okay. So this is how it is. I am saying something. Now I'm saying something else. I'm saying something else. I'm saying something else here.
Oh my God.
I'm going to say something else here. That's how it is. You can enjoy it.
You sound like my dad.
No, I have nothing against these guys, but no, it doesn't work for me.
It's a preference thing.
Okay. I have this as a D.
Is it a preference?
Tell me your score so we can average them out. Or do we just leave it in? Or do we just leave it in there where it is right now? Because that's a really nice spot.
We're not leaving it in
a little lonely down there, but
Listen, no, I think this is a very beautiful song.
Okay.
I think it's a very underrated song. I don't know what the general public thinks about the song yet, but it's a very good song. This easily shifted into my top 4 songs of the season. That's how good it is. And this just came out like a week ago? Yeah. I'm surprised as you are. Okay, don't make that face. Don't be that disappointed in me. But Ye Dunya and Kanayati and Fir Milenge have and then Asuri, top 4 of the season.
Wait, Asuri is lower than this?
Also, Asuri is lower than this. Also Mehram. These are my favorites of the season, these 5. And I think it was good. It was a good way to end the season. It was very well crafted, good song. The music was really good. I feel like this is the more less haunting version of Mehram. I think they have very similar messages, but Mehram was very dark and very haunting.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean there.
Yeah, and this one is more one day we'll meet again, but as strangers. And this is what keeps me going. So this man is clearly still in denial. Bro, please don't be in denial. Let him go. They're done with. Okay. But yeah.
What would you give this?
What do you think I would give this? And don't say D.
Maybe a C.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
It seems like the youngsters have taken my words a little too personally. They've cut off electricity to my house. And so, you've given this an S. I've given it a D. I'm suffering for it. Thank you very much, youngsters. I can go up 1 score, C.
How could give it a D. This song like brings in the classic vibes.
They cut my electricity. I want to go down one. I want to go to E or F.
I mean, youngsters, if y'all are hearing this, I mean, why don't you challenge into a rap battle?
No, I don't rap.
Since it's all
listen, rap's not my thing.
But do you think rapping is like talking, right? So fir karo na baat.
Nicely done. Okay. I give you a deal. B.
Okay, that's fair. B is fair.
Wait, that's it? That's how easy it was? I was willing to bump
B is fair.
I was willing to bump up to an A.
Like, even if you do not like the rap parts, I think I can understand why I give it a B because of that. But the production and how the combination of pesos.
Combination, I would disagree. Combination is definitely a B over there for me as well. B is like the most objectively good score I can give this.
Okay, fair. I respect that. I can't fight you for an S.
So that's a B for me, and that's a S for you. Do we put this in A? You know what? Let's round off on a good note. Maybe they'll send my electricity back. What do you say? Overall, I think this was a fantastic season. This experimental style. I am going to call it experimental because we've got a new producer. Things are different. I'm enjoying this vibe. I'm excited for more. What's more you want to see out of this, like in future seasons?
If they can top this season, which is going to be really tough, I feel.
Which is going to be tough. Like, if they can go more Punjabi pop, I would love that. Like, personally. I know you're more of the rock type, so...
Oh no, I don't mind the Punjabi music at all. In fact, I love the display of diversity they have going on here.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see more of that. I would actually like to hear some Pashto songs. Like, we had Balochi. Some Sindhi songs, some Pashto songs. Like even if they can go even further than that, they can go Gilgit. Like Hassan Rahim sings a little bit of Shina. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to pronounce that word, but he's from up there, the north. So he sings a little bit of that, and it would be interesting to see a full composition in that language. Like, even if it's just like one track in the entire season, it would be enough, if you just go that direction.
It has been a very diverse season in terms of music styles and in terms of culture styles. Honestly, if anything, this season has made me feel really proud for our musical prowess as a country.
Yeah.
I have to objectively rank our country as one of the best music making places in this world.
Yeah, definitely.
The quality is A+. Even for the songs I didn't care for, I didn't like, I had to give them credibility where it's due. And credit where credit due. Everything overall was amazingly. And to start it off with Tu Jhoom and to close it off with Phir Milenge was perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Definitely.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's all we have to say, folks.
It's one thing that I like about this is that there's only one bad song in this, and that was Phir Milenge. The rest is like really good spread in this. Like really, really good spread.
I know you just want to pull my leg, so you can. I respect your opinion, Mubarak, even if you don't agree with it. And even
if you want to talk about me pulling your leg, I think we go back to Piche Haat, where it's like, फिर भी छा गई टांगे खींचते हैं लेकिन फिर भी छा गई. That would apply here. I forgot their lyrics because Hassan Reem's lyrics were much better. Also, let me tell you the funny thing that I forgot to tell you. For Nire Nire Vas, I said I was going to tell you something funny. I decided to keep it till the very end. If you were to watch a Bollywood movie where there's some kind of montage happening in the village where someone is going through personal growth, like if you had this song in the background, it's like, even if you ignore the words, it fits like 100%. Like it sounds like a village montage song. Like You know what I'm talking about, right? You feel it there?
Yes,
That vibe,
yes.
that Desi village vibe.
Happy vibe. I get what you mean. Yeah.
And
Um,
it's pretty funny that, I just wanted to let you know about that. But I guess this is it for our journey here. This was quite a journey. Coke Studio. We had 3 months worth of music.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the next. Let us know below what your favorite songs are, and let us know why Phir Milenge is the worst song of this season. And we'll see you next season. Or as
Why
they
keep
say,
this up? Okay.
We'll meet again, or as they say, Phir Milenge. Bye.
Ajnabi ki tarah. Bye.
Okay. It's definitely the worst song. You know that, right?
Oh my God, no, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's the worst song. Yeah, just